Hello everybody. So I'm going to do a little side body stretch now. I'm going to start with mountain pose. I was finishing off there after I did down dog, but we have to move the camera. So now I went through this the last day a little bit really slowly and step by step. So if there's some bit of it that you find a bit tricky, go back to looking at the units. I believe I'm under unit 8 and you'll find mountain pose. Mountain pose uses practically every muscle in your body, and when you do it really nice and slowly and mindfully, it's amazing for grounding you. Okay, so we're going to stand with our feet hip distance apart, and a nice way to be able to get that is I stand with my feet together to start. I find if I stand in mountain pose like this, it makes me a wee bit wobbly, so I like to stand hip distance apart, but you can stand with your feet together. So we're going to Charlie Chaplin our feet, so like so, just in case you can't see me, see them very well. And then we're going to pivot on the balls of your feet, and then bringing your feet so they're more or less parallel to each other. Okay, so that's hip distance apart. All right, so just a reminder, these are the four corners of your feet. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we're going to try and match those up so they're even feeling. And so the awareness is in the soles of your feet, okay? And the only person who will know if you've got it right is you. So as I said, in Unit 8, you'll find a mountain pose that you kind of sway forward and back and left and right. But I'm not going to go through all of that right now. So, but just to be aware of that area, that the legs are engaged, the Mula Bandha area is engaged. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a side body stretch left and right, okay? So what I want you to do is inhale and bring your hands up. Now, I don't want you to raise them up so far that your shoulders are coming up. So the idea is that they are your shoulders and your ears. There's a nice little bit of space between them. So a nice way to do this is to bring your hands together over your head and to use your index finger, so clasping all the other fingers, and point your index finger up and away from you. Okay? So inhaling, hands up. And exhaling, you can go right or left. But at the same time, I want you to push into both of your feet and exhale and bringing yourself over to the side. Now the hands might do this, so just be mindful. So a good way to help you to keep your hands up and your arms going over to the side is to look up. Now the sun is quite blinding in my face, so if I look up, actually, I won't be able to see. But hey, I'm not going to complain about that because, oh, it's lovely to feel the sun on your skin. So you can inhale and exhale here a couple of times, and I can feel a nice little tremor and a shake in my body, which is a good sign that I'm waking up a few muscles. So on the next inhalation, back to center, recenter yourself, feeling the four corners of your feet, engage your legs, your Mula Bandha. If you want, you can bring your arms down at this point, give them a little rest, because I know if this is new to you, holding them up all the time, it's actually, it's not the weight of what you're holding, but the length of time in which you're holding them up. So inhaling and then exhaling over to the other side. And again, if you want to keep your arms back around level with your ears, just if you look up slightly, that will really help you to keep your hands up. When you look down, you tend to follow. Your arms tend to follow your vision. So they call it your dristi, your gaze. Inhaling and exhaling. And back to center. And maybe perhaps bringing your arms down. And we'll try it one more time. So inhale, hands up, clasping your hands, pointing your index finger. Exhale, to whichever side, because you're going to go to the other side anyway. Pushing through the four corners of your feet. Inhale, center, and exhale to the other side. Pushing into the four corners of your feet. Inhale and exhale. And inhale back to center. Exhale and bringing your arms down. And just inhale and exhale, just allowing yourself to ground. So another nice one to do from a standing position is a folding forward. So I'm just going to show you. So you're folding and you're coming from your hips. So perhaps if you put your hands on your hips, you'll feel that area. It's not just bending down to get something, it's almost stretching up, leaning forward to slowly come down. And as you're coming towards the ground with your gaze looking down towards your mat, maybe bending your knees just slightly, crossing your arms and holding your elbows, and just letting your head dangle and shaking it out, yes and no, yes and no. A really nice one for the back, and just letting gravity help stretch out the vertebrae of your neck. Inhaling and exhaling, just see, can you rest your chest on your thighs a little bit more? Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, letting go of the arms, and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling yourself back up to standing. Now again, if you have any difficulty with that folding forward, you can once again bring in the kitchen chair. The ground isn't totally level here for me, so bringing your feet hip distance apart and just going from standing, doing all the same, bending, coming from the hips, folding forward, and bringing your arms to rest on the chair in front of you, and perhaps bringing your head down to your arms. And you can bend your knees here if it makes it a little bit easier for you. Inhaling and exhaling, and just enjoying this little stretch. If you're feeling really comfortable, you can straighten your legs. When your head is below your heart, it really calms your system. And when you're ready, inhaling and bringing yourself back up to standing.